Okay, so NFTs are one of the most lucrative ways to make money in this bull run. I'm going to go over some of the most fundamental things that you need to know when trying to find NFTs on the Solana blockchain. Okay, so if you've been in cryptocurrency for some time, you would have noticed a lot of famous and notorious cryptocurrency figureheads, traders, YouTubers, Twitter people, like they have their NFT as their profile picture. And honestly, I love it. And I'm probably going to do the same very soon because at the early hours of this morning, I minted my first Solana bull. And it was just randomly chosen for me. I just minted it. I paid for it and they gave me this bull. And it's got this attribute of bulls, which is like only 2% of the bulls have. And I find that really lucky because if you've ever been to Wall Street, you rub the balls of the bull. And it's supposed to like give you like financial luck. And I think that's really fun. I think that's really cool. But anyway, if you want to skip ahead to any parts of this video, the timestamps are below. Just remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is purely for educational purposes only. Okay, let's get started. So the big question is, why should you get involved in Solana NFTs? Like why do this? And I think one of the most pivotal, significant aspects to making this decision is to be in early, to be in this project early, because you're more likely to be rewarded the more early you are, or the higher you will be rewarded the earlier you are. And this holds true for a number of cryptocurrency investments, projects, all of that. And I think this is especially true for cryptocurrency projects that have a really good team behind it, have a really good track record, have a lot of exciting and credential projects or protocols that have been built on top of it. And Solana is already ticking all of these boxes. It is already more efficient than Ethereum. It's cheaper than Ethereum. And there's a lot of like up and coming NFT projects that are being built on Solana. So why not get in early? Secondly, we are in the midst of this bull run. And you know, as historical data has shown, most previous bull runs topped off around January, December. So most likely we have a lot of time before this bull run ends. And during this bull run, most likely if the cryptocurrency markets are going up, then the NFT markets are going to be going up as well. It can also be one of the fastest ways that you can obtain more Solana. It can also be a fast way that you can lose Solana. So you need to be careful about the projects that you invest in. But if you have SolSea begin to rival Ethereum's OpenSea, so we saw on OpenSea that projects just like 10x or 5x or 100x. Why, if they happened on OpenSea, why wouldn't they happen on SolSea? Especially when the transactions are so much cheaper on SolSea or Solana Art. Now, in the past, I've been hesitant to buy Ethereum-based NFT projects. There was a time where I wanted to buy a Pudgy Penguin. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but I wanted to buy a Pudgy Penguin and I didn't because I was charged, I think it was $100 worth of an Ethereum gas fee and I didn't want to pay it, so I declined it. And I regretted it because Pudgy Penguins have done so well. And I really wanted to get in on that, but I didn't. And if it had been Solana that I had bought the NFT off through the Solana blockchain, I probably would have paid the transaction fee and owned that Pudgy Penguin. So you got to think about how many other people are like me, how many other people were hesitant to buy an NFT because they didn't want to pay that gas fee. If any new project is being invalidated because gas fees are more than the cost of buying the project on OpenSea, Ethereum is no longer a hypothetical. It doesn't work and we need to move on to a more viable technology. Now, why wouldn't that technology be Solana? So if you're looking for NFT projects on the Solana blockchain, the place that you need to come, this is a very essential website if you're looking for these upcoming projects, is howrare.is or howrare.is. If you come to the navigation menu and you go to upcoming drops, you'll get dates and all the projects that are being released or minted on those dates. And next to those projects are links. You can go to their website, you can go to their Discord, their Twitter. These are all really essential because you want to see what kind of community is behind these projects. You can see the time that they're being minted. You can see the amount of NFTs being minted, and you can see the price. So you can see like some of them are so cheap, it's like half a sol. Some of them are auctioned, some of them are a little bit more expensive, but like a lot of the core information is here. So I highly recommend, if you are on the browse for a new NFT, you want to dip your toes in, that you come and check out their Twitter accounts, because it can give you a really good idea of the community surrounding a lot of these NFTs. So for example, Soulmade, let's just go into this real quick. You can see that they don't have a large following. It's around 600 followers on Twitter. Then you have Solstein, which I love because it's got Einstein, just like a weird Einstein, just with all these different attributes, and that's got a bigger following. So you've got around over 6,500 followers, and you can kind of see what the community is about if you vibe that community. For example, I chose to run with Soul Bulls Gang because I am a Solana Bull. I instantly vibed with this community. They have a pretty big following, over 12k followers on Twitter. So obviously, the more of a following, the more demand there'll probably be for a project. And yeah, I want to be a part of a bigger community. And also, I'm a Soul Bull. It just completely made sense to me to be a part of this community. So if you are interested in some of these projects, I recommend following their Twitter accounts and reading up on what they're doing, reading up on the type of community that they're creating, and getting yourself immersed in that community. Okay, so if you've got your eye on a project, the next thing that you want to do is come to their website and look at their roadmap, because you want to vibe the roadmap or the journey of this NFT. So I bought my Soul Bull this morning. You can see that nearly 2,000 bulls have been sold. So they've got a structure of what's going to happen. So you can see that they've had their website launch, they've got their view and search, the marketplace that I'm going to be able to trade my Soul Bull on, which is going to be digitalized.market, which I will show you later on in this video. There's going to be a secret event. I don't know what that will be, but I guess I'll find out. And then eventually I'm going to be able to play my bulls. So fight other bulls alone or with your gang, conquer and defend territory, and gain Solana. Every bull will be a playable character. Hell yeah, I'm very excited for this. I love the roadmap. I want to play my bulls. I want to earn Solana. This is what I want to be involved in. So you want to come to each of these projects, and you want to see their roadmap and see if this is something that you want to follow along with, if this is something that you're excited about. For example, I wasn't really excited for Solana's. I wasn't that excited for Crypto Geeks, but this is the project for me. This is the project that I vibed with the most. So there are 3 NFT marketplaces to go to for Solana NFTs, and they are Digitalize, Solana Art, and SolSea, which is currently under maintenance because they're investigating a number of reported fake listings, which sucks because I can't cover them, but also it's bad for the space, and I'm glad they're investigating that. So yeah, let's dive into Solana Art and Digitalize. Okay, so first things first, you're going to notice that Solana Art doesn't have the diverse range that OpenSea has. It hasn't been around for the amount of time that OpenSea has, so they only have a smaller amount of collections, but I actually believe that, or actually think that their collections are very much high quality. So I'm going to take you through the Bold Badger squad because I was going through it last night and I kind of want to buy a Bold Badger. And I'm going to show you kind of how to filter through these NFT collections, because a lot of the time these collections will have up to 10,000 items, and you've kind of got to filter through to find the one that is, maybe going to pay the most in the end, or maybe is going to be the one that's most personalized for you. Whatever it might be, it's important to be able to filter through these collections. So if you only have a little bit of money, you can go and sort your price from low to high. If you have a lot of money and you want to see what the most rare or the most in demand Bold Badger squad NFT is, you can come here and you can see, wow, okay, this Bold Badger is pretty expensive. This is pretty crazy. This must be a really rare badger. Maybe this is the only badger with this particular chef hat. Who knows? Okay, so one of the biggest things when trying to evaluate your NFT and see how much you want to spend is by their attributes, because their attributes distinguish the rarity of the NFT. So I'm on the Bold Badgers Squad website and I'm on their attributes page, and I can see that, for example, 7 attributes has a rarity of over 2%, having 8 attributes has a rarity of 0.30%. If I distinguish badges by fur, for example, the angel fur, I can see that it has a rarity of 0.01%. So if I go to the Bold Badges website and I search for fur angel, I can see there's only one Bold Badger with fur that's an angel. If I go fur robot, maybe, or fur, yeah, let's go fur robot, I can see there's only 3 Bold Badgers that have robot fur. So they're going to be pretty rare. They're going to be pretty valuable NFTs. Okay, so now I'm on Digital Eyes, and I don't really like the UX UI of Digital Eyes. Firstly, because they don't have a search bar so I can search for certain collections. I have to go into buy, and then like it's all in an alphabetical order, which I find really annoying. So if I go into, for example, Abstratica, I can sort by lowest to highest or highest to lowest or whatever, but I can't sort by attributes, and I find that really frustrating. So if you've made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for tuning in. Please hit the like button or leave me a comment or a question or whatever. I really love to hear from you. Just some last minute tips and advice. If you want those life-changing returns, you need to be prepared to hold, just like any other asset, just like holding cryptocurrency or holding a stock, you need to treat NFTs like they are an asset. So also make sure that you're going to be spending what you can afford to lose, because this is such a new space. This is all very much highly speculative. So just keep that in mind. If you want to have more information about Solana, you can watch my previous video on Solana. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.